Hi there, I'm Alphonse, and we are back in Castlevania Lords of Shadows. If you're wondering why we didn't play Stardew Valley, sorry, I forgot to, I forgot to update you on Blue Sky and Twitter. Um, we weren't really having. Queen was having a day of I'm not feeling like streaming, and I was having a day of I'm feeling like not getting out of bed because it's comfy and warm. So yeah, we decided to get a plan B. My plan B was playing Castlevania. Queen's plan B is playing games on her own and enjoying the day in peace and quiet. So yeah, that's why we're playing Castlevania and continuing the story of Gibby Belmont. Also, from now on, Gabriel is gonna be called Gibby. He's gonna be Gibby Belmont. Gibby Belmont, the guy from iCarly. He's Gibby. Gibby. But yeah, I'm gonna do what I always do. I'm gonna do a quick synchronization check, and we can do some small talk while I do that. How are you doing? How's the week treating you? What day is it? It is Friday. It's not Thursday. It should have been Thursday when I played this, but I was feeling lazy. So yeah, how's the week treating you? How's the weekend looking? Um, let's check. Right, left, left. It is in sync. I'm not gonna complain about that. Hell yeah. Gotta love when things work and you don't have to fix them. But yeah, I hope you're having a nice final day of the week. I hope you're having a nice beginning of your weekend. If you're on the other side of the ocean, I hope you are having a nice beginning of the day, early morning over there. And if you're on this side of the ocean, I hope you are thinking about lunch. I hope you already had lunch if you're on that time zone, and if you're in my time zone, I hope you are thinking about lunch because it's 12 p.m. It's noon. So yeah. Let's get back to Castlevania Lords of Shadow. The more I say it, the more it sticks in my brain. The first one is plural, the second word is singular, Lords of Shadow. But it's hard. It's hard. It's like with Melody of Memories. Or is it Melodies of Memory? No, it's Melody of Memories. It's like the opposite of that Kingdom Hearts. But yeah, we're continuing Lords of Shadows. We are going back to Gibby's very questionable crusade. Gibby's I'm totally not being manipulated. Only two. Interesting. So both this chapter and chapter 3 were only two missions. Huh, I was expecting them all to have like chapter 1 and 2 amount of missions. Then again, chapter 1 had 5 missions, chapter 2 had 9, and then 2 and 2. So this game is gonna be a lot shorter than I was expecting, because the most we're going to get is 9 missions, and not all of them have a specific amount of missions. Huh. Mountain
The
Fortress.
deed is done. Cornell is no more. Such a pity that the Brotherhood of Light, the order to which we both belong, should also be the reason why the world is in such chaos. Gabriel, you have proven your worth, my friend. You have a piece of the God Mask. It is said this
The
relic
God
can
Mask?
bring back the dead.
How
It is
fun.
said this relic can bestow power beyond any man's reckoning. Now, with the help of the old god, he heads toward the land of the vampires and further into the heart of darkness.
First of all, it's really weird that this group of Templars that clearly follow the new god, they follow the Catholic god or the Christian god. are working in tandem with the all gods, people like Pan, and using all gods relics, like the God Mask. Also, the more I play this game, the more Shadow of the Colossus vibes I'm getting from, oh, he's having visions about killing his wife, or he's killing people that clearly are telling them, we are keeping the balance, we are not the bad guys here. Uh, when he had the vision of killing his wife, and when he killed the summoner he met, Claudia, when he killed Claudia, he was unconscious, and it was the same motion and was as when he killed his wife in that vision wearing the god mask. So I have played Shadow of the Colossus. I know when I'm being played. Also, hi gamer, how are you doing? That's an amazing hello emote. That's a really good hello emote.
Where are we? What is this place?
The Crow's Pass. The land of the vampires lies beyond those
The land of the
hills.
vampires.
A
So we are
powerful
facing
witch
vampires
protects
now.
this domain. I can go no further.
Who are you? And why do you help me?
You may think I am helping you, but you would be wrong. I serve no one. You would do well to remember that.
I could peck your eyes out. Gibby, remember that. Ooh, yeah. Have a nice day at work. Enjoy the lurk. Also, Friday. Do you have a normal like work week, like Monday through Friday, 9 to 5? Or do you live in the magical limbo where Nea and I live, where holidays and normal weekdays don't exist? Days off are on rotation, and you don't know when you're going to get rest. That kinda looks like the castle from Castlevania. You know, the one in the name. "32 hours and the days are set." Nice. If everything goes well, I might have a 16-hour work, which will be also set days and set schedule. Which, I mean, kind of sucks because it's gonna be weekends and it's gonna be 9 to 6. But it's better than not having anything. I honestly prefer it to the other option that I had, which was 40 hours, but it was 2 days off on rotation, and the schedule was so tight because it was gonna be, what was it? It was gonna be noon to 9, and it was noon to 9, and it meant that I couldn't do anything that wasn't work, because the morning was going to be preparing for work, and getting back home would be get dinner, go to sleep, and wake up and get ready for work again. So I honestly prefer this 16 hours kind of thing. Huh. It's not a bad deal. It's not a bad deal. I mean, it really depends on what you're working at, because it's not the same, you know, doing those hours as a waiter as doing those hours behind a desk. Like, yeah, some desk jobs can be really stressful, but I would take any stressful desk job compared to, you know, standing up for that amount of hours as a waiter. Evil exists here, insidious evil that consumes men's very. It seems lurking in the castle is an ogre. I find it incredible that childhood stories can turn out to be true. I remember my father reading me tales of these creatures when I was a boy, and if memory serves, they are slow and ponderous when attacking. What I need is something that will allow me to run fast and move quickly. You know, like the boots that I just stole from the Werewolf King. And if I'm to stand in a fighting chance against this if I'm to stand a fighting chance against this giant beast. Speaking of the boots, here they are. A gift to Cornell, these powerful boots were forged long ago. They allowed him to travel vast distances at tremendous speed. However, after he became the Dark Lord of the Lycans, he improved upon their design using shadow magic to turn them into a powerful weapon, enabling him to charge down his enemies with incredible speed. Did we have a character or a monster to read about? No? Okay. We do have that. Advanced move, Somersault. While blocking, press L2 to jump and leap behind an enemy. I'm assuming that it only works with small enemies. Guillotine upgrades, pinning chain upgrade, direct hit combo upgrade, somersault strike. That sounds fun. After somersaulting, just mash a square. One would think that that would be, you know, the normal attack after doing the somersault, but it seems that it's hidden behind the gauntlet and the boots, which you need to get prior to getting this skill. So it's just a normal skill. It's just that you have to pay for it. But I'm okay. I'm game. Give me that skill. Relic powers. Sprint we already have. Just double click L and you will run. Shoulder charge. L2 I'm moving while shadow magic is active. Interesting. Flying Dragon Tail. So this is a boots and gauntlet. Uppercut, yeah. Interesting. Spin thrust. Finish off your sprint with a blast attack. So while running, do triangle and square, and it will do a strong attack. Oh, cool. Flame Claws. Use the Dark Gauntlet while sprinting to throw several claws of damaging shadow magic energy towards your enemy. Oh, it is the same attack the Dark Knight Golem was doing. Okay, I think we have enough powers as it is. Activate Shadow Magic and then press L2 button. Okay. So we can now break through doors. Corpse! What do you have for me? Health. Nice. Thank you, corpse. I have to admit, as much as it takes from other games, like, the gameplay is clearly God of War, the story is really Shadow of the Colossus. As much as it takes from other games, I have to admit that I'm enjoying the fuck out of this game. Because it's still a really fun game, it's just a weird-ass Castlevania. Like, it's not a... Compared to other Castlevanias, not in the top 10. Like, there is plenty of other Castlevanias that are better at representing what Castlevania is. But this one is still good. Like, it's a really good game. It's not just the best Castlevania there is. Okay, trolls. Tiny, tiny trolls. Yeah, sprint and jump, I know. Was checking if there was something behind. Woohoo! I need to remember combos, but the problem is that I'm really bad at remembering combos. Also, I need to remember not to use my parries. Cannot. There. That's what I was trying to do. Shadow magic gem. Not bad. But yeah, I need to remember not to use my fairies because some doors open with fairies, so... Gotta save those for mechanisms. What's the point of the haha? Is up the way or is up a secret? Up is a secret. Crystal? And scroll? No, magic stone. Huh. Can you break the thing? No? Can you drop? There. Looks like the stage is not gonna be super long. Yeah, it's gonna be make your way towards the boss fight, and the other stage is gonna be just the boss fight. I am not a big fan that running is double tapping. I have never been a fan of that. The moment they introduced a running button on video games, it made me the happiest fucking boy. But I can work with it. I don't love it, but I can work with it. As we fear the fortress has been overrun by evil forces, a terrible bird-like creature has made the tower her personal nest. And a huge monster roams around the old castle walls, protecting it. I have heard nothing from the other knights, so I will assume the worst, and I will try to return to the Brotherhood to inform them that this pass is held against us. A terrible bird-like creature. You say, like the bird-like creature that brought us here? Quite concerning. I don't know. I don't know if I still trust our bird not friend that warned us that they were not our ally. Remember, Gibby, I'm not your ally. We could be on different sides of this war at some point, and we will, knowing perfectly that they are not to be trusted. Jesus. Oh, there is the big guy. Okay, so there is the ogre. You cannot carry more fairies. Okay, do I have to try and run away? No? Because that's looking like it's going to kill me. Oh, well, I was standing on the worst possible place. Measure twice, jump once. Fuck off, I didn't die from that. Measure twice, jump once. Asshole. No. There's enemies behind me. How do you dodge in this game? Okay, L2. I have been trying to dodge with circle like in Kenna. Hey, Nujo, how are you doing? Run. Oh, that's a big guy. No! Drop me, drop me. Not that way, asshole. I wonder if there's a way to parry that. Because it's different teams, and the game that I was mentioning was made like 10 years after this one. You can roll away. You don't necessarily have to parry. You can roll away. It's just that the problem is that there is enough overlap for me to be confused about it, but not enough overlap for me to use muscle memory on both games. And both of them are like action RPG-ish games. So when I try to like react with my reflexes, it's different enough to be 10 years ago was 2015. What the heck have keywords changed? Oh, this game is from 2013, I think, if I remember correctly. Do we have a... This is the PS3 menu. No, we don't have more data on this. But yeah, I think it's a 2013 game. And Kena was a 2022 game, I think. And they have changed enough things, like, you know, for example, in this game you attack with the face buttons, you attack with square and triangle, like on most God of War's games. God of War used to attack with square and triangle. 10 years later, most of the games attack with R1 and R2. They attack with the shoulder and trigger buttons instead of attacking with the face buttons. And that's precisely one of the big differences between Kena and this game. I wanted to gather energy before that. That's gonna be a problem. Hey, big guy, you're a bit naked. Bestiary entry. Give me a second, I need to read about you. Ooh, you're really weak to the big titty goth girlfriend. Interesting. What I need is games to allow you to rebind your keys. I don't need them to be uniform, I need them to give me the option to rebind. I need that to be the thing with all game devs. Just give me the chance to choose what buttons I want to use. For accessibility's sake. Like, yeah, because I know that some developers make their games, you know, the way they want them to be. I can work with that. Allow me to make it more accessible. Allow me to make it the way I want to play it. These Anubian giants are an ancient species, as old as the earth itself. This particular ogre is one of the last of his race left in the world. He lives amongst the walls of this deserted mountain fortress, waiting for misguided travelers to stumble in so that he can grind their bones to make his bread. You make bread with bones? Interesting. What else does he use for bread? Does he have like giant eggs or something that he can... Bones doesn't sound like a good source of food for bread. However, this particular giant hasn't had much man flesh for quite some time, having to settle for the old cave trolls. Ogres have an extremely keen sense of smell and can sniff a man from half a mile away. I know of some people that can sniff a man from half a mile away. making them very successful trackers. Crouch keyboard to be on C. Interesting. I hate crouching with the shift button. I'm not a big fan of having it on shift. I can see why control would work, but it feels like really out of the way from WASD for pressing it with my pinky. It's not comfy, so I usually rebind it to the mouse, because my mouse, well, or the one that I used to have, had like 5 buttons. So one of the buttons would be sprinting and one of the buttons would be crouching. Control, C, I can see how C could work because you could use your thumb, like for jumping with the spacebar, you could use your thumb for pressing C. So I can see how that one could work. The problem is that I'm clumsy as fuck and I would probably press it by accident. That's why I don't usually put it there. Fortunately, their size and clumsy nature makes that their prey can often see them coming. Fun. So you need to run, you need to be able to run. Okay, he's slow enough if you run. I'm gonna save my special attacks for phase 2. Or something like that. Dodge, dummy. Gabriel, Gibby. Because there's gonna be a phase 2. Is he fully naked? He kinda looks like... Oh my god, he is fully naked. Clothes, have you heard about them? Shockwave. Fuck, I saw it late. R2. Second phase? Oh, blinded the fucker. Kinda. Okay. Now he has a range attack. Or a hammer, depending on how you look at it. Shit. Okay, so running doesn't last forever. Running has a limited time. Ouch. Right in the face, Jesus. Economy clothes in that size with Toban crap. I mean, he could, I know he has like massive hands, but if he can, debone a human and grind the bones to dust to make bread, he could probably try and use their clothes to try and make like a kilt or something. Then again, he lives alone with a giant bird creature. Maybe he doesn't care about being naked. I wouldn't in his situation. Okay, meat boss. Oh my god, he got angry I called him meat boss. And moments like this is why I don't like running on double, hitting twice the joystick, because that means that I need to, adjust the way I move to being able to run at any given moment like that. And I am not good at that. Shit. Keep doing it. Another stone, seriously? Come on. Do your worst. Did I fail? I didn't. God, the quick time events in this game are tight. He's blind, but he can smell us. Shit. Shit. God, you're doing better by being blind than by not being blind, dummy. Not that tongue, not that... that's disgusting. That's gonna be disgusting. Well, at least it was in the neck. It could have been worse. It could have been more of a God of War situation. Shooting the nose hole so she can smell. I mean, that would be a way. Overwhelm the smell. But now that you mention it, I haven't seen Gabriel eating anything at all, so I don't know if he can shit in his nose holes. Measure twice, jump once. Okay, we cannot break this with normal means, but we can power dash it, I guess? We cannot power dash it. Or can we? No, we cannot power dash it. Maybe it's a thing for a later skill. Was there? No, there was a punching motion. There was a punching motion that we got with the gauntlet. Maybe we have to punch it. Gauntlets. No, that would be on tutorials, right? Basic actions. No, advance. No, that would be relic power, right? Tremor punch? Tremor punch. L2 and square. Can we tremor punch it? We can tremor punch it. You can bet your ass we can. This looks like way too much. Yeah, I thought that was the secret, but maybe the secret is this way. No, this is the way forward. That is 100% the way forward. The secret is that way. What is in here? Corpse? Enemies? Both? There's a fairy mound. You found light magic and a fairy mound. You cannot carry more fairies. Okay, so just a fairy mount and the light gem. I can work with that. It seems that's my sentence of the day is I can work with that. It seems that I have been repeating that a lot, and I'm sorry about it. Do we need a new power for this? You need to upgrade your combat cross in order to activate this. Oh. Well, cross upgrade it is. I need more knives. Thank you, game. Yeah, something tells me that I have to break this. And I will not be super happy about it. Maybe not. No. Kinda looked like I had to break it. Can I not climb? Why letting me climb here if I cannot climb anything else? Oh, there is a slight shimmer If you look at the center of the arch, there is a hook there that was glowing, but the problem is that it's glowing against the fucking light of the sun, which makes it really hard to see. Okay, tiny trolls and maybe a big one. Forgot that they can throw stones. Come on, where's your big bro? No big troll? Only small ones? Come on, I know there's going to be a big one. There he is. As long as I can heal faster than he can damage me. Now I just need to try and get rid of the small trolls while I open the gates. Just ride the troll, chat. Just ride the troll. Don't strangle the troll, we needed him. Gibby, come on. Something tells me the bird-like monster is in that direction. Is it gonna be Malphas? It could be Malphas. Malphas is a bird-like monster. It would be fun if it was Malphas. Or a... yeah, it could also be a glyph. It sounds like glyph is probably more like... but Malphas would be an interesting choice. Also, coffee. I forgot that I had coffee. Can I go back to, you know, where the trolls were? So I can check the area. There you go. There's a shit ton of resources in here that I probably didn't get. Like daggers. Anything in the hole? We cannot even get in the hole. Shame. Fairy! You cannot carry more fairies. I know, I'm aware. Thank you, game. You cannot carry more fairies. Who keeps putting fairies inside crates? Jesus. No wonder they are nowhere to be found. They are all inside the crates in this castle. What the fuck are you? What? Excuse me, can we talk about this spiral looking motherfucker? Like, this is a spiral enemy. What? What just happened? We just found a tiny Palpatine that electrocuted me with red lightning and just mocked me like a Spyro character. What the hell? Oh, that's a chupacabra? That's a chupacabra. I wouldn't have thought of that as a chupacabra, but if you say so. Chupacabras. Plural. Often portrayed as evil blood-sucking monsters, these chupacabras' only real obsession is magical relics. When in the presence of such artifacts, they will do anything to get them. However, the chupacabras are not inherently evil creatures. I'm gonna kill them anyway. And most of the time, after a short game of hide and seek, they will return anything they have stolen. I'm gonna kill them anyway. Chupacabras have stolen your relics and powers. Get them back. They haven't stolen my whip. Oh, it's gonna be one of those, huh? Cannot hear them, so maybe the chupacabras went. At least they tell you warm or cold when you are, you know, getting closer. Back up the stairs, I guess. Can we break this fountain?
Get so far!
What the fuck? This is a really weird... It feels like they were like, oh, we need something really, you know, dark and deep in the story. And we need a comedic relief moment right after, you know, you defeat the first Lords of Shadow. And it feels like it clashes a shit ton. Like, I don't know. You won't be able to progress until you recover the relics from the Chupacabra.
Cold, cold, cold! Still there?
Oh my god, he's doing the Yoda thing, the... Did the fucker climb through here? The fucker climbed through here. Okay.
Over here, monkey boy!
Excuse me, sir, monkey boy? Monkey boy. At least I called you Yoda, you tiny freak. Monkey.
Blind you are!
Oh my god, it is Oh my god, it is Yoda. Blind you are. He's speaking like Yoda. I hate this. Oh, I hate this. Come on, monkey boy.
Found me!
What I'm going to find is my fist in your face. Yoda looking motherfucker.
Hot, hot!
Give me my things. You have all the relics and powers back. What was the fucking point of this? Other than finding this weird chupacabra looking statue. And please don't ever do that again, game. I don't want to go through that again. I don't need to go through that again. And they are going to do it at least 2 more times. Seeing the chupacabra statue is the reward. I mean, there are moments and moments to do this. I feel that right after killing the first big boss of the game, it's probably not the best moment to do it. You know, it clashes with the tone of the game a lot. Like, I wouldn't have hated this on any of the exploration moments of the game. This is not one of those. Monkey boy. Seriously, monkey boy. Well, at least we didn't kill the chupacabra. He just disappeared and gave us our things back. Which means that he's going to appear again later. Just break the door and face whatever is inside. We got every relic, not bad. New combos available. Don't you fucking lie to me, there are no new combos. There are combos that I don't have, but there are no new combos. I don't know. I'm fine with the things that I have. I think I will save the points for something useful. The Crow Witch? The Crow Witch. Okay.
It is a sad tale of the witch who guards this fortress. A sad tale of love lost. A tale not so dissimilar to our brave hero. Yet pity is not something he can feel anymore. He is blind to it. The pity of these so-called evil creatures will be laid aside for revenge. And so goodbye.
It is Malphas.
Beautiful Malphas. You will
Hell
trouble
yeah.
mankind no more. And
Nice.
when you are gone into the
I like
void,
it.
know that love destroyed you in the end.
So they are giving a backstory to Malphas. It's not just a random enemy from Castlevania and on some games a boss fight. In this one, it is a boss fight with a backstory. It's a bitch with a backstory. We love that. We love to see that. Nice. The Crow Witch Malphas. The bird-like creature, like they called her before. Don't get it from his crotch. The trail of poor brother Adolphus ends here. I'm sure that he must be somewhere in this level below, but I cannot get past this door. There must be another way to enter. Maybe descending the mountain outside will allow me to double back. Damn, something is coming. And those were your last words. Is that a chest that I can open or something that I can break? Something that I can break. Okay. This is a cool looking castle. It's a fucking shame that is so in disrepair. I'm assuming that that's brother Adolphus. He died like 2 steps away from the guy that he was looking for. We might actually have to go outside if we cannot break this door. Yeah, we have to go outside. Okay, we can either go down or up. Boss fight streams up, but he did say go down and then try to get back inside the tower, so might as well try. This looks like it goes inside the mountain. More trolls. They are the common enemy of this area, it seems. Daggers? Thank you. Who are you and what can you give me? Shadow magic. Neat. Oh, is this the door that we couldn't open before? Maybe you can smash through the door? Come on. Come on. Seriously? We couldn't open it from the other side, but we can open it from this one. Fun. Okay. Ooh, crystal. We can summon our big titty goth girlfriend now. If you don't know why I keep saying that, the summon is literally a big titty goth girlfriend. Can we not get through? Oh, we cannot. Oh, okay. So that was just a dead end. It was a resource gathering dead end. So you have to climb up. Well, that poor guy would have died anyway, apparently. I am really hoping Malphas is weak to summons because I kinda want to use my summon on that fight. Now that we have it. It's a shame that we didn't have the summon when we fought the ogre because the ogre was weak to summons. Seriously, we have to go through here? Huh. Oh, it's gonna be one of those. Just get inside. Show off. Show off. Hero landing, show off. Of course he would enter doing a superhero landing. A wraith? Interesting. That we don't face the witch right away, but we have to face the spirits first. Huh. Swordmaster. Oh, okay. So in other Castlevanias, the Swordmasters are just either floating swords, they are just swords that float in midair, or they are swords being held by a ghostly creature. And by ghostly creature I mean like literally translucent spirit. So I didn't like put two and two together. I didn't think of this guy as a Swordmaster. I thought it was more like a wraith because of the cloak. I don't know. Something screamed Wraith. Maybe it's because of the Lord of the Rings. The spirit of a brave fighter never dies, according to the popular saying, and in some places filled with foul magic energy, the souls of slain warriors don't leave the material plane and remain trapped, their sole mission to torment the living beings. These restless souls usually cover themselves with ragged clothes, maybe as a remnant of their living past. Apart from their fighting skills, they have lost all vestiges of humanity. So they are just a floating sword and clothes. Sometimes. More. Oh, wow. That one is faster than the other one. This is gonna be one of those parrying is better than attacking kind of fights. Oh, wow. That attack sucks. Get over here. Kill me. I need healing. Do we have to break this? It kinda looked like it was slightly breaking. No, no, there's Malphas. Never mind. It was just an enemy gauntlet before the before the boss fight. Or not. Maybe we have to go to her instead of her coming to us. This also reminds me a lot of the fight with what's the name? Raging Raven? The Beauty and the Beast one from Metal Gear Solid 4. I didn't realize Castlevania games weren't all pixelated. A lot of Castlevania games, and this is something that that a lot of people don't know, because Castlevania, even though it's like a well-known franchise, is still kind of niche because not a lot of people play it. A lot of them are side-scrolling platformer hack and slash style games, and most of them are pixel art games because they were 2D. Some of them are that style but 3D, or like, more artistic, not always pixel art kind of games like the Nintendo DS ones, because they had more like resources to work with. Some games went into 3D, like the two Castlevania 64 games, but those like fumble real hard and people remember them infamously. Uh, and then you have the PS2 games that were actually really, really good 3D Castlevania games, and then you have the reboot games, which are these like HD looking God of War style gameplay things. But yeah, no, not all Castlevania games are 2D and pixel arts. Oh, more fucking wraiths? Seriously? The fucking ice wraith is... Well, there's two of them. Oh, wait, there was one of them and the other one took the ice? Okay, Malphas, show yourself. I don't have the whole day. Funny enough, the second out of the 3 games that are the reboot games is technically a 2.5D game. It's not 3D, it's like 3D rendered, side-scrolling 2D classic Castlevania, but it's made on 3D. Like, it's not like hand-drawn, it's 3D rendered like this one, but it's like side-scrolling like classic Castlevanias. And you cannot reach this, come back later. Fuck. I hate that. But it's 2.5, because even though it is technically 2D, a lot of the things like make you go to the background. So it is not exactly 2D, it's 2.5. It's what people have come to call them. And I'm really, really excited to finally play them, because it's funny. Oh, wait, no, this is... Okay, so I lied before when I said this game was from like 2013-ish, because I lied. I played the demo of the 3DS game, the second game in this trilogy. I played the demo in 2012 in Barcelona, in the manga convention. So when I went to the manga convention in 2012, they already had a demo, a playable demo of the second game, which means that this game is like 2009, maybe 2010 tops. I just remember that on 2012 I played the demo of the second one. And I'm also really curious to see how they translated that game, because the original second game was made for 3DS, but then they made a port to PS3. But it was a port. The original development was for 3DS. So I'm curious to see what they changed and what they kept from that other game. "2012 feels like it was 5 years ago. It's unnatural that it was 13 years ago." You know what? It's funny. I started dating my wife on 2012. And in the 29th of January, in 5 days, we will have been together for 13 years. So I'm really aware of how long ago 2012 was, because I keep track of it because it's my anniversary. More help. Nice. Thank you. We have been married only since August, but we have been together for like 13 years. So it feels like we have been married for longer than we actually have. Because, you know, when you are in a long-term relationship, when you have been with someone, you know, for 10 plus years, marriage doesn't mean that much, really, because it's, you know, like, you are already kinda married to that other person. My wife and I have the joke that the moment you are on a long-term relationship, like 10 plus years, you are by default married. Oh, it's a good memory to have. It's a way to remember it. Oh, well. Here we go again. Oi, Malphas. Yeah, and this is a thing that a lot of people get married after like 3 years of relationship, and it's like, you need to, at the very least, have been together for 5 years to know each other. And one of those 5 years needs to be living together. Because there is a lot of things that you will go through in your relationship that will challenge that relationship. And if you're not ready to face those challenges, marrying is just a pain in the ass, because then you will have to get divorced, and getting through that divorce is gonna be traumatic and it's gonna be a pain in the ass. It's better if you are prepared beforehand. You know what? Not what I was expecting, Malphas, but still would smash. I would still smash. Are you spitting eggs at me? All right, in the face. They breathe fire? I hate that. No. No, okay, this fight is not going how I was thinking it was going to go. I was thinking more dinner and, you know, maybe going to bed, but no, you're spitting eggs at me, and your babies breathe fire. That's kinda weird, Malphas. That's kinda weird, not gonna lie. Not a deal breaker though, mind you, not a deal breaker. I mean, I am not that hardcore. Like, if I honestly prefer that if something doesn't work, it's better to, you know, like, dissolve the marriage, to divorce, than hurt each other till you die, both of you or any of you. Like, it feels like way too much, but it's a compromise. Like, it's a strong compromise that you have to take seriously. Need to throw the eggs back at Malphas, not at the small fuckers. God, the fire breathing is getting really fucking annoying. Can I not grab them? I cannot grab them. Fun. I was thinking that maybe I could grab them and damage them that way. Oh, she can scream. You can only grab them. Okay, I was distracted. Oh, okay. Should be together 7 years, in my opinion. 5 years is not a big enough window. 2 years of them living together. I can see that. Yeah. It's funny because my wife and I come from, we had previous relationships and we have experience with what a bad relationship looks like. So we established like a set of rules for being together, because when we got together, we were done with dating. Like, we didn't want to be together, so we talked and we were like, okay, if we're doing this under specific rules. Like, I'm not going to be on the phone 24/7. You cannot expect me to be always there for you, because I also have my own life, and we can make our life together, but we need to respect each other's spaces. And things like, marriage should come after living together for at least 1 year, like a test to see if we can actually, live together. Because being married and living apart kind of doesn't feel normal. At least for us, it didn't feel like normal. So we were like, okay, so we need to have like a stable income. We need to have lived together for at least 1 year. And we have to have been together for at least 5 years. Like, that's the plan. And we made like a long game plan. Like, we looked into the future and we were like, okay, if this is going to work like long term, we need to get these things. If we get these things, we can, marry and be together the rest of our lives. But so far it's working. I think 13 years is a lot, and we have been through a shit ton of things, especially with my family. We have been through a lot. Like, this relationship has been tested, and it works. So I think we agreed to the terms correctly. We did what we intended to do. Oh, you need to do the circle thing. And the eggs do damage her. What is in there? Just a scroll? Just a scroll. The legend of Malphas is known to me, and yet I never thought that I would contemplate doing battle with her face to face and alone. I have a plan on how to defeat her. It is said that she launches her eggs at you and that they immediately hatch into hideous children. I surmise that if one could somehow throw the eggs back at her, one could stop the brood hatching and give her a taste of her own medicine. Thank you for telling me exactly what I already knew, dude. Okay, so this is a dodge a lot kind of fight because the fuckers keep hatching and, being annoying. Oh, I love that you can see their rib cages. When they breathe fire, you can see through their torsos. That's a neat detail. That's a really neat detail. Okay, can we see a bestiary kind of thing of these fuckers? Because it would be interesting. Crow Witch Malphas. Okay, it is said that this monster was once a beautiful woman, a witch who inhabited the mountains that surround the fortress. She was treated with respect and admiration, with many people traveling from distant regions for her sage advice. During this time, she fell in love with a prince who lived in the keep. Besought with him, she used her powers to concoct potions of love and enchantments so that she could have him for herself. Alas, another witch entrapped him and he met the most gruesome end. Mad with grief, Malphas threw herself from the top of the tower and landed on the rocks below. Incredibly, she survived the fall, though her body was horribly broken. The crows fed on her, and she on them, and over many centuries her powers grew until she transformed into the twisted bird-like creature that she is now. Intent on feeding on corpses for food, her cries of maddening rage filled the long, dark valleys below the fortress and echo around the tower that was once a place of love and hope. I mean, that's a cool thing to have. Like, if you have a friend that you trust enough to have that kind of deal, it's a cool thing to have. Okay, Witch Child. These half-human, half-bird-like creatures are the progeny of the Crow Witch Malphas. The witch children are able to breathe fire and extremely volatile, sometimes dying in a blazing explosion. So they are weak to fire daggers. However, most magically summoned entities, their existence is short-lived and they tend to die naturally after a few days of their birth. I don't have a few days to wait for them to die. Just explode, fuckers, just explode. They don't explode. God, this fight is hard. Then again, I'm playing on normal. Changing difficulty would be a problem because I would have to do the entire tower again. Let me grab the other one. Okay, note to self, just dodge a shit ton. Just keep dodging and you can destroy them. The good thing is that Gabriel keeps locking onto the targets no matter what, so I don't really have to aim it. Come on, witch, do your worst. Dude! Nice. Second stage. Keep paying attention because there's going to be quick time events. Stupid birds. Big titty goth girlfriend. Destroy this monster. Well, that did some damage. I don't know how much, but she woke up. That did nothing. Okay, note to self. The summon is not as useful as one would think. Just wasted the summon crystal, shit. Come on, she's stunned. So normal damage. The summon damage does nothing. It's different buttons each time. I knew they were going to do this. You cannot skip that cutscene. Okay. God, the babies are gonna be a problem though. So no head, huh? Well, shame it didn't work, Malphas. Was looking forward to, you know, having a good time. Is my eagle not friend going to come and rescue me, or is the eagle going to betray us? Oh, there's a port. The horse! You're still alive! Buddy boy, good to see you again. We haven't seen the horse since the second mission of the game. I thought he was dead. Steven, I thought you were dead. Cool. That's chapter 4. Chapter 5, how many missions? Okay, this is going back to exploration and more missions. Also, if I'm correct, we should be entering the vampire area. These should be Oops All Vampires.
So it seems Pan has saved Gabriel once more. His arrival most fortuitous. Gabriel now enters the outskirts of the vampire's territory. A cold winter has gripped this land for centuries, driving out the inhabitants to warmer climes. Those stubborn enough to stay have contended with the cold death that visits them each and every night, taking their loved ones away forever. The vampires thrive in the cold and terrorize the living who crave warmth and companionship. This night a warrior will come, a knight in shining armor with death at his side. He comes for you, creatures of the night.
That sounds like a beach of an introduction. You know, one thing that has been a shame? Castlevania as a franchise has always been about, you know, its soundtrack. And the themes that go with it. And so far, I never noticed that you could see the balls of the horse. So far, the soundtrack of this game, while not bad, has been just generic adventure music. Like it feels like something you would hear on a God of War, something you could hear on a Lord of the Rings video game. Like, it doesn't sound like Castlevania. And I'm kind of waiting for them to actually introduce some of the Castlevania music, like even on the, you know, style of soundtrack, which is mine, really different. than the normal Castlevania soundtrack. I kind of want to hear like at least one of the famous tracks of Castlevania because I know it's a fucking reboot of the franchise. That doesn't mean you have to get rid of absolutely everything. They're using the Belmont name. They're using Rinaldo Gandolfi. Like they are using Castlevania things, so they could make their own version of the classic soundtrack. And they still might. So far, I haven't heard it. It's funny because that horse stock sound that we just heard is exactly the same horse stock sound that we have on the horse in Metal Gear Solid 5. Exactly the same sound. Same library, same sound. Oh, that's so funny. It's interesting that the goblins of this area have winter clothing. Huh. Cannot carry more fairies. Cool to see that they adapt to the area. Ooh, more help. Nice. Such a shame the summon did nothing against Mal. Oh, this fucker again. God, I hate you so much. The worst part, he did it on an area where there are enemies, unlike last time, which is what I was waiting for them to do. And I knew they were going to do it eventually. Which means that I cannot recover health because the fucking Chupacabra has my equipment. Well, the relics though, not the daggers. I can still use the daggers, I guess. Or the fairies if I wanted to. Okay, where's that tiny Yoda-looking motherfucker? I cannot use that because I don't have the things. Haven't heard much Castlevania music, so I wouldn't know if it had Castlevania music or not. Yeah, I mean I'm a big Castlevania fan. It's one of my favorite franchises. Not on the top 3, but it's there on the top 10 of my favorite franchises. So this reboot franchise, because there's something weird going on with Reddit DMs. I don't use Reddit, so I wouldn't know. I rarely check Reddit when I'm like researching for something and the only like source of information is Reddit. Is like, okay, I guess I will read Reddit, for walkthroughs or info about video games or stuff like that. Sometimes the only thing you have is Reddit. But I don't tend to check it that much. A lot of Americans DMing my NSFW Reddit account, wanting me to fly over. Just wow. I mean, a sugar daddy cannot hurt. Then again, also stay safe if you plan on actually taking on those offers. But yeah, when the Castlevania IP was kinda stagnant when they made the reboots, and that's the whole reason they made the reboots, because a lot of the Castlevania developers were like getting out of Konami and going out doing their own thing, and the IP was really like dead in the water. No one was doing anything with the IP really. So Konami was like, you know what? Fuck it. We are giving the IP to someone else, someone new, and they gave it to Mercury's team. And Mercury's team was told, do your own thing, make it feel like Castlevania. And they made this, which kind of feels like Castlevania, but in their own way. But at the same time, there's a lot of things that are completely different and disregard everything that is lore and that has been established lore of Castlevania for decades. So I don't know. I mean, if they want to pay for the plane ticket, again, you do you. You're an adult. Stay safe. But yeah, stay safe because even if they pay for the plane ticket, going to meet a stranger on the other side of the world is still a big thing to do. I don't remember the combos. I don't remember how I did that. You can carry more daggers. I know, I'm aware. Fairies, do your thing. Get the board. Yeah, organ harvesting sounds like a big problem. Oh, fucking Yoda, motherfucker. God, I hate those. Those monsters are the pain of. I really hope they don't become a recurrent thing. Yeah, I mean that's the problem with strangers. You are never sure how safe it's going to be because they are strangers. It's hard to trust someone that you just met through the internet. I'd say that being married to someone that I met through the internet. Yeah. That's why I said stay safe. Like, be sure to let people know where you're going
Yet so far.
and for how long. If they are paying for the plane ticket, make them pay for a flight back, not just a flight to go.
Still there?
Oh, fucking Yoda, motherfucker. There have been numerous sightings of chupacabras in the region. This creature is known to be deadly or malicious merely and is not known to be deadly or malicious, merely a nuisance. He really is a nuisance. I must get word back to the Brotherhood to advise my comrades to gather as much fairy blossom as they can. It is written that chupacabras are fascinated by anything to do with fairies. And the blossom is a good tactic to distract the pesky creature. Interesting, so you can use the fairies against the chupacabra. That's a good way to use the fairies. Get distracted, nerd. Get over here. Okay, they are slightly less annoying now, but still kinda annoying. I have been stocking up on dark crystals as they are very useful in combat. I stumbled upon an old man who seemed bewildered and senile, yet there appeared to have a keen intelligence in his eyes. He claimed he was a friend and asked if I have found relics that he left for us. You met Rinaldo Gandolfi? Chad! Sorry, not there. Look at me. Hey, look at me. Chad, this guy met Rinaldo Gandolfi. Remember that, it will be on the test. It's an important name, it will be on the test. This guy met Rinaldo Gandolfi. I told him I didn't understand. He said that he would pray for me and suddenly scurried off into the night. What did he mean by relics? That name will be on the test. I love keeping the beat of remember that, Chad, it will be on the test. Like I'm gonna test you. I might. Stay on your toes. I might test you. Remember that name is important. I might test you about it. Oh, we're back to this place. Fun. Okay, that's a good, like, small detour that nobody fucking wanted. We are very close to Weigel here, and just beyond is the vampire castle. One must seek shelter at night from possible attacks. The weather is very cold and sending messages to the Brotherhood is proving difficult. Last night I received a communication that we are to meet in Weigel village for an assault on the vampire stronghold. God help me, but I am afraid of becoming one of those blood-sucking creatures. Interesting, we haven't seen a single vampire yet. Well, if it isn't the vampire stronghold. Also known as the Castlevania. No, not yet. Not the Castlevania. Not yet. That will happen later. But that is mad Castlevania looking. That kinda looks like Castlevania. It might not be yet, but it kinda looks like it. That really looks like, you know, the demon castle, the chaos creature. That's one hell of an introduction. Oh, we missed a gem? Shame. Okay, new combos available. Don't you fucking lie. There are no new combos. Okay, Exploding Quake, Holy Cross. I'm assuming that both Exploding Quake and Holy Cross are like the strongest attacks we can have. Because of how expensive they are. Triangle and holding square. I can do that. We can start affording, you know, strong attacks. I might play off camera and go back for the gems that I left behind, but I don't want to get the relics, so I will do my best to just look for gems. Yeah, Yeah, the page tells you where you have gems and where you have relics. So I will try to avoid the ones that have relics and only go for the ones that have gems because I want to do the relic ones. I want to do them on camera. But off camera I might just, farm currency and gems.
This village is one of the last vestiges of human civilization left in this place of death and cold. It lies not far from the vampire's castle, our next objective. I have some matters to attend to here, matters that could spoil our plans. I will deal with them and try to rendezvous with Gabriel later. He has not slept in days, not since the girl. The pain is etched on his face still, but in his soul only hatred drives him. We will not speak of it. He must not know I have seen everything, that I have followed him this far.
It's interesting because we are seeing the story through the eyes of I don't remember this guy, the other guy from the Brotherhood. What was his name? I know his real name. I mean the name he gave us. Sobek. We are seeing everything through the eyes of Sobek. Each narration we get is a Sobek narration. And there was a big ass spoiler a couple of pages ago. And it's interesting how they give you clues to what is going to happen. Really subtly. Really subtly. They give you clues to what is going to happen. Knowing the story before actually playing the game makes you see all the, foreshadowing they introduce in it, and it's really good foreshadowing. Like, it's really well done. Ooh, secrets. Can we climb there or something? You still cannot reach that arc. Okay, so maybe I need the double jump skill or something like that. Are you stuck in there, Gabriel? Come on. I'm sure this is not a fighting arena. Where's everyone going? Bingo? Sorry. Un forastero! Ahí está. Detenedle. Hey, it's Sobek. What you doing, buddy? That's a lot of corpses. Jesus. Is these the people that were supposed to attack the
God
stronghold?
that you are still among the living, my friend.
The Lycan Lord has been defeated. I have his power. What happened here?
I congratulate you on your victory.
He said what happened, sorry.
These fellows were not so fortunate. Word has spread of our quest. The vampire clan have slaughtered this entire village, and now they are expecting us.
And that's how we don't introduce new NPCs.
I am
By
told
killing them
the
all.
abbot possesses an ancient relic that harnesses the power of the sun. It is
The
said to be
power of the
capable
sun.
burning vampires and reducing them to ashes. That relic protects the abbey and all who take refuge there. But the abbot has barricaded himself inside and filled the building with deadly traps to deter visitors.
I mean, are we going to take the fucking relic to fight the vampires and leave everyone inside the abbey to their fates without the only relic that is keeping them alive? That's kind of a shitty move, Sobek. Don't get me wrong, I know we are supposed to be the good guys. That doesn't sound like good guy behavior to me, dude.
After years of isolation, some say he has been driven quite mad. He resides up there, in the tallest of the towers.
Tilted
If
towers?
we could persuade him to give the relic to us, It would give us a tremendous advantage over the vampires. But it won't be easy.
Mad or not, damn him for not protecting his people.
Is it only
Ghouls!
ghouls? Oh, cannibalism, fun.
Ghouls! You'd have done better to have stayed in your holes.
Oh, we cannot close the hole? Interesting. That's so big. Can we close the hole? Beast theory about ghouls. I mean, it is. Oh, it is R2. I'm stupid. It is marking the statue next to it. So I was assuming that I had to push the statue into the hole to close it. But when things glow, it's usually like interact with this, which means R2. That's a cool ass art. Jesus, they are weak to everything, but look at that art. Despite most people believing otherwise, ghouls are not undead creatures. In fact, their ancestors were human. But a diet on corpses and rotten flesh transformed them into horrible monsters that dwell in burial grounds and cemeteries. Ghouls usually live underground, but sometimes venture outside in small groups to scavenge for carrion. The vomit of the ghoul is highly poisonous, but it can be dispelled using light magic. Through here? Through here. Okay.
Help me, Zobek. We can only knock down the statue if we do it together.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, you know, that way we can... Sobek is just poison. He just... Hey, it felt like a butt plug. You were right.
We'll return if we don't block the hole.
Plug the hole, that's an interesting choice of words, Sobek. Plug the hole.
I'll send you straight back to hell.
These one we have to punch. Punch. Just punch
Get
it.
away from me, you filth!
God fucking... The fixed camera of this game is the bane of my fucking existence. Hey, Sobek, you do you. Then we can do this.
Help with the statue, Zobek.
I'm coming.
Your what? Butt plug. Kinda. It kinda went in sideways. More fun. They are not dangerous, you know, one by one, but when you have like 5 on top of you, that's kind of a problem.
You are dead. Gabriel, if that statue were closer to the hole, we could cover it as we did before.
Yeah, I'm trying, my dude.
If that statue were closer to the hole,
Sobek, I swear to fucking God.
don't you dare touch me. They will return if we don't block the hole.
Sobek, I'm gonna
Gabriel,
punch the
if that
fuck out of
statue were
you.
closer to the hole, we could cover it as we did before. You will all meet the same fate. Gabriel, if that statue were closer to the hole, we could cover it as we did before. Gabriel, if that statue were closer
Let me guess, we could close it as we did before?
to the hole, we could cover it as we did before.
Thank you. Thank you, Sobek, for repeating the same sentence 27 times in a fucking row. Thank you. Jesus.
You're already dead meat.
You're already dead meat.
Gabriel, if that statue were closer to the hole, we could cover it as we did before.
Do I have to punch it?
Classic creatures.
Maybe you can turn down the wall.
If that statue
Oh,
were closer to the hole,
we have to
could
break the
cover
wall
it as
next
we
to
did
it.
before.
Okay. I need more strength.
I'll send you straight back to hell. We have to block their escape.
Yeah, I know, but I need enemies to be able to destroy the wall. If I knew it, I wouldn't have used it to attack the enemies. Fuck, I think I just softlocked myself. Come on, ghouls. What are you? Oh, fun. Oh, it refilled my... Oh, it refilled the gauge. Fun. Thank you, game. Hey, Zobek, I'm gonna leave you to that and do my thing.
You demons. You'd have done better than stayed in your homes.
Refill the gauge. Poison speed. Fuck.
You will all meet the same fate.
Zobek.
Zobek, help me knock down the statue.
As you wish.
That kind of sucks. Also, that statue fell on top of Gabriel. I need healing. Some healing would be nice. Maybe you can smash through the door. Hey, look, healing. Nice. But yeah, no, it kind of sucks that you look at the specs of something and they send you the small instead of the big one. You know. The perks of internet shopping. We're supposed to meet here to prepare for an assault on the castle, but I have not seen anyone yet, so I will rest on the mausoleum for the night. It is not safe here. Ghouls and vampires prowl the night for wayward souls, and I don't intend to be caught out in the open. The ghouls especially pose a serious problem, as their vomit is highly poisonous and I am low on light magic, which is the only way that it can be dispelled. Huh, a new relic. Neat. It feels really weird that all the tombs are broken in the exact same way. Ooh, yeah, that sucks. I know they are just reusing assets, but God, they have like what, 10 upgrades? They could have made 10 different tombs, like 10 different coffins. The artisan that made the chain and hook tip for the combat cross, Rinaldo Gandolfi. Remember that name, chat. Remember that name, it will be on the test. Rinaldo Gandolfi will be on the test. Wanted to give the weapon and even more options for hand-to-hand combat, especially against superhuman creatures. So he designed a stake attachment. I mean, I would argue that the handle is already stake-like. You know, extending the handle doesn't make it more stabbable than it already was. It was already pretty stabbable, but whatever, Rinaldo. Which eventually he gave the combat cross the name of the Vampire Killer. We have reached the Vampire Killer. It will be on the test. Remember that. Vampire Killer will be on the test, just as Rinaldo Gandolfi. Yeah. How does the stick work? How does it... Really, really, that's how you are going to do it? Just put the cross in it and spin it? That's what you needed to do. You could have used any fucking stick that you found around. You didn't need a fucking cross. I swear to God, some of these upgrades are so fucking stupid. But it's cool. Is it though? Is it though? Is it cool? I think it's unnecessarily convoluted. It's what I think it is, not necessarily cool.
We delve deep below the abbey, ready to face the evil confronting us. The abbot, Vincent Dorin, was once a good and kindly man who helped the people of Wygol.
Until he wasn't and let
He
them
has
all die.
become a devious coward who has holed himself up in the abbey and rigged it with traps of cunning. The people, unprotected, have paid a heavy price for his treachery. Night has fallen outside, and we will be open to vampire attack at any time. We must be on our guard.
It's interesting
We
that
must
vampires
work
don't attack
together
even though
if
everything
we
is
are to
covered in
succeed
clouds, so they
acquiring the
should
relic
not
that the abbot
get hit by the
guards.
sun.
This will help us greatly in defeating the vampiric horde later.
Like, daytime outside was not precisely sunny, so you would think that they would probably attack. Given that they have the cloud cover to do that. Fuck, that was the whole trope of Van Helsing and the Dracula wives. The reason the wives were able to attack is because it was cloudy. Oh cool, blood! Love that! Is that the abbot? I think that's the abbot. Oh, that's a bunch of bloodsuckers, aren't they? And they can handle weapons unlike the werewolves. Fun. Okay, I'm assuming that to finish them, I need to use the stake. Yep. Unless you stake them, they don't die.
I will destroy you all.
I will destroy you all, he says, while not killing... Oh, they can explode. Never mind, they can die. They can die, they can just explode. Any more vampires that I need to be aware of? The music's still playing. I know, Sobek, I fucking know. Wow, the fucker just went through my combo. I really wish the R2 quick time events, the circle that I'm just pressing, actually continued by pressing R2 instead of having to press a square, because the game doesn't tell you to press a square, which makes it really counterintuitive. Sobek, I will need some cover if they appear again.
I need your help with the crowbar, Sobek.
That's a good idea.
Interesting that they are not weak to light magic.
The men you once were are long gone.
Sobek is distracting them while we are doing this. He's fighting one of the vampires.
Done better to have stayed in your holes. I'm coming.
Thank you, dude.
Go, go! Cross over now!
And he dies. That's the story of Sobek. He's gone. Is there like any handles that I can use to help this guy?
Out of my sight. There must be some way of knocking the grill down.
Yeah, there is. But I need you to raise it first. Shadow magic and the gauntlet to break the door. Oh, well, you're not locking anything, you're just breaking the door.
You will all meet the same fate.
The door is open. Come on.
That bastard abbot has protected himself well. We need 2 keys to get out of here.
Cool. That's a shit ton of candles. I do love that there are fountains of neutral magic. Also, we need to grab the handle from the other room. There you go. Can you not use that wonderful new stake of yours and turn the handle with your cross instead of using this stupid, massively sized fucking crowbar thing? Or for that matter, Sobek's blade. You could also use Sobek's blade. Oh my fucking... we are checking the other side. I'm not doing all that right now. Sobek, get here. It's really finicky on where you put the things, huh? Also, this might be the last mission we do. Like, when we finish this mission, I will probably call it a day because I have to make lunch and spend some time with my wife. So, well,
Support the next slab, quickly!
this doesn't look like a human feature to do.
Hurry! Quickly, support the next slab or we will die here!
Again, this looks more superhuman. This doesn't look really human to do.
Prop up the next slab.
Quickly, or we die!
Quickly, or we die. Jesus, the abbot went all in with the traps, huh?
There is one of the keys we need.
Oh, one of 2 keys. You have found the cloister key. Vampire warrior. They are pretty much weak to everything, but not super weak. They are extremely weak to demons. A vampire can be born of many different creatures. The ceremony itself involves the exchange of blood between the host and the soon-to-be vampire. However, vampirism has to be accepted by the recipient, so it remains exclusive to intelligent creatures. Oh, interesting. So you cannot turn animals or anything that is not sentient into a vampire? You can, and it has to be accepted. So I'm assuming that each vampire that we find has to be a willing host. It cannot be forced into a vampire. The lowest rank vampires usually take the form of a creature with bat-like appearance. Over the centuries, as they become more powerful, vampires appear more human-like and they are able to transform at will from hideous creatures into human form. One can usually ascertain the power of a vampire by its appearance, and any vampires that appear totally human are usually incredibly powerful and extremely dangerous. These particular vampire warriors show the signs of being recently turned and cannot hide the fact that they are low-level creatures bent on the will to the vampire lore. I wonder if the vampire lord is gonna be Count Orlog or another one of the, big vampire names of the Castlevania franchise. Yeah, I did well doing the other key first. Because the other key was like, oh look, a single trap. Well, this side was like, oh look, a platforming puzzle. Which is not gonna be easy at all.
There is one of the keys we need.
Yeah, no fucking shit. I keep calling him Rinaldo just because he's an old man with a ponytail, and he's not Rinaldo, he's Sobek. Need the handle, because there was a thingy there. Can I run while holding this? No? Seriously, you lifted that massive fucking stone. You were able to hold that stone, but you're not able to carry this handle faster. Gibby, come on. Fuck off.
I need your help with the crowbar, Zobek.
That's a good idea.
That's a good
I
idea.
can't hold on for much longer.
Again, you were able to hold that stone, but you cannot hold that crowbar for that long? Come on, my dude, come on. Hurry, I cannot hold for much longer. I'm a frail old man. Fucking liar. Is there a secret in here? There must be a secret in here if they are letting me get that far away from the actual goal. Ahaha! Secret corpse. And a way back. I love hearing my wife stretching on the living room, and she's stretching and just like making goblin noises. Oh, she's just a tiny gremlin. Hey, Zelbeck. Welcome back. I'm gonna take the handle in case we need it, so we don't have to carry it back again. It's my handle now. It's my emotional support handle. Can I use the key while also holding? Nope, he drops it. Well, I'm taking the handle with us. No? No? Oh, there's no more use for my emotional support handle. Well, that's life for you. I guess I don't need emotional support anymore. Can we break that door? It looks like breakable, but I'm not entirely sure. No? Okay. Let me go back and recover some of that energy that we just wasted on that. My wife hits 3 goblins in a trench coat. I could buy that. That thumping noise sounded like traps moving. Oh, a magic seal. What is this, a Final Fantasy XIV dungeon? Though it looks more like the castle in Devil May Cry 4. Still cannot use that. I heard that Gandolfi, remember that name, Chad, it will be on the test. Gandolfi won't be on the test, so remember that name. I heard that Gandolfi went in search of the vampire that took his beloved daughter. Interesting. This was what motivated him to create the combat cross and the upgrade relics in the first place. I passed a mausoleum earlier that could have housed one of the cross upgrades, but the weapon itself is held in the secret underground vaults of the Brotherhood. But the relic has no purpose or value to me. I wonder if we will ever see it used in combat. I wonder if the prophecy will ever come to pass, or if we will ever discover what happened to Gandolfi. I wonder if we will ever discover it. Yeah. Do I have to break it from the other side? Is that the thing? You might be able to break this from the other side. Yeah. Gotta go through the obvious trap in the center.
There is a strange device here.
Challenge. That cursed abbot, a man of God using his hellish magic. Somehow this device and the portal that keeps sending me back are connected, but I cannot figure out how. Interesting. The device and the portal that keeps sending you back. Interesting, cannot break that. Gotta love a puzzle. Gotta love a puzzle.
It is a magic seal created by the abbot. There must be a way to manipulate it.
Wow, maybe you know the thing in the center? This device that we just read about? No? No. Okay. There are no handles around that we can see. Nothing we can break or use. No way to turn this thing. That wall is breakable and I just used all my magic on... God damn it. Seems that multiple punches kinda do the trick. No, not really. Never mind. We need to go back to get more magic.
It is a magic seal created by
I'm
the
fucking
abbot.
aware.
Must be a way to
Sobek, I'm aware. I know. Loso. Thank God we have an infinite magic fountain over here. These fixed cameras are going to be the fucking death of me. A handle. You know, like my emotional support handle that I could have used before. Well, this looks more stake-like. This is more pointy than the other one, so... maybe that's why we couldn't do it. We need to put the portal on the sealed room. Oh, it is a time-sensitive thing. Interesting. Ghouls. Oh shit, ghouls. That's a problem. Yeah, we need to get rid of the ghoul holes. How do we close that? We cannot. Okay, so they will come out eventually again. Hey, Sobek, I need your help.
I need you to hold the device steady, Zobek.
I'm coming. Go, go! Cross over now!
Doing my best, dude. Doing my best. More magic! Come on! You can climb out. Okay. I forgot that during a combo I can do an uppercut.
You are dead! I'll send you straight back to hell!
Oh, I just noticed that they can only get into poison mode if they eat from a corpse. Like, as long as you keep them away from corpses, they don't get into poison mode.
Zobek, hold the device steady.
That's a good idea. Go through to the other side! Quickly!
That's a good idea. Cool. I hope Sobek doesn't die. You found a scroll. It must be out of my mind. How else would I have accepted a mission like this, infiltrating in the Abbey alone to recover some mysterious relic? Insane. This place is full of fiendish traps and indescribable creatures, intent on sucking the very life of me. And then you died. You're already at full health.
Unholy beasts!
God, these fucking quick time events are so tedious.
The men you once were are long gone.
At least no more vampires, only ghouls. Should probably save some of the magic in case I get poisoned.
I'll send you straight back to hell!
Like that. Also, I know the solution to the puzzle is putting the portal past the barrier. I just wanted to use the portal on the other things before doing that because, you know, it might mess with, you know, getting the health and the other thing.
I need you to hold the device steady, Zobek.
As you wish.
As you wish.
Hurry! I can't hold on for much longer!
You just grabbed that. What do you mean you cannot hold on for much longer? Also health. Hurry! I cannot hold on for much longer. He said after 5 seconds. He's supposed to be like really old. Like he's supposed to be 80 something years old. We don't really know his age, but on the character description it clearly says that he's absurdly old, and if the stories about him are true, he has been at war for a long time. But we don't know exactly how old he is. But we will know more about Sobek and about Gibby Belmont, and the Vampire Lord later on another stream. I am sorry that I have to end this one here, but I have a birthday stream sometime this afternoon. I will be joining Anja Kister, so be sure to follow that channel because I will be there. Anja Kister. I will be there playing some multiplayer games while we celebrate Anja's birthday. So, yeah, be nice, have fun, and behave. And I will see you on Anja's birthday stream or on tomorrow's stream, which is probably VR, if I remember correctly. Is you can see my face tomorrow. It's gonna be a Spanish stream in VR. So I will be playing Astrobot, if I remember correctly. For now, thanks for watching and thanks for keeping the lights on, Mr. Pig, Negative Line, Riku Dino, and Javi. I really appreciate the support. If you want to be on the credits like them, you just have to support the channel however you can, and you will be on the credits for a while. And you can support the channel in plenty of ways that you have in chat or the description of this when it's on YouTube. For now, let's see who to raid, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.